Quite honestly, I think I just found the most finesse rig I've ever used in crappie fishing in order to catch bigger crappie when there's a lot of smaller crappie. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to rig this up, and we're gonna go get on some slabs at the lake. I'm gonna do this with the chest mount on. So what we've got laid out here, we've got a 164 ounce Crappie Man jig head with a Crappie Man green little minnow. We've got a string bobber stop, and we have a cork, slip cork, like the cork, but it's the one that's got the hole in the stopper or whatever. So first off, what we're going to do is, as you can see, you can't put your line through here, and I also want it really small. So what I'm gonna do is cut all the way around, just like that. So we end up with a little tiny cork. I mean, y'all can fine it up. I take and just rub it to flatten it out. But you end up with just a little tiny piece of cork. So that is our components for today, plus the little bobber thing right here. So that is our components. We've got a cork that I've cut to about 1 inch. We've got our yarn bobber stop and a 164 ounce jig head. Now you could do a 180, that would probably be fine too. So let's rig this up real quick. Go with our bobber stop first, get that on there. And now we're going to take our cork and thread it. I mean, it's a very, very simple rig. So we got that threaded. Now we're going to take our jig. We're going to tie a loop knot, which I have another video on the channel if you want to go watch that. It's a really, really quick knot. There we go. Basically what we have right now. So now obviously we're going to take the string, we're going to pull it off of the keeper, we're going to tighten it up as tight as we can get it. Take a knife and we're going to cut not all the way flush. Now I want a little bit of string hanging off of it, because the more string you have on it, the more it floats. This is why we're using the yarn and not just a regular bobber stop, because I want this yarn to float. This is pretty much the setup right here. Now let me explain what this does in the water. When this hits the water, you're gonna throw it, it's gonna be like right there. But this loop knot actually prevents the cork from getting on the jig head, so it'll fall better. You see how far it is away from the jig head? So the loop knot is a vital part of this technique. But also the yarn or string or whatever this is a vital part also. Put out, you're going to be throwing this part of it. So this is going to go into the water, but your yarn or string is actually going to float on top of the water. And with a 164 ounce jig head, it's not going to go very fast, and what's going to end up happening, whatever depth you have it set to, your cork is going to follow it, which in time lowers this jig head. So let me explain that. Your yarn is here, the cork is over here with the jig. So once this hits the water, your cork is going to slowly track to where the yarn is. And see how the jig's just slowly pendulum back to where your yarn is? when you throw this out, you want to target the brush pile with the yarn. So the yarn hits the brush pile, this is past it, and this is going to slowly pendulum your jig to the perfect depth above these fish. And you could get multiple strikes while it's pendulum them, or you can just keep it there and you're at the perfect distance, and your jig swam in just like it would if you were casting. So we're going to show some clips of some fish catches. I hope y'all enjoy the rig. I don't really have a name for it. It's just a slip bobber rig. It's just a very tiny rig meant to be fished really thoroughly and really slow. But if y'all like the rig, please hit the thumbs up button for me and enjoy the rest of the video. There he is. Nice one. Nice little keeper. Oh, he hit it. Oh, yeah. Get it. There he is. So that's one of the best things about a cork and bobber. That's one of the best things about a jig and bobber is when you're around a lot of little ones. Like, I mean, that ain't no giant, that's just an 8-incher. I mean, it's a good eating fish, and that's what I'm after today. But the little ones won't take your cork under, so you're not going to waste time jerking on them and wasting your whole cast. You know, for the most part, I got a really small cork on. Really, I'm just going over top this brush pile, popping it a little bit. There he is right there. That one running. Oh, he got off. Little joker. That was a decent one too. But the way I got my setup, you can see where the bobber stop is. It actually tethers it back really, really slow with the way I got the bobber set up. So what that does is when I pop it, it makes it go up and then come back really slow. Dang, boats want to ride by me so crazy. Oh, missed him. That one bit like a pretty good one. But as you see, the cork's coming to the green bobber stop, and that's just a real gentle approach. There's nothing aggressive about it. See, I had a little one hit it there, but we can keep working it because we didn't jerk on it. See if we can find a bigger one in there.